Right, I've got this one joke, and it goes like this. What's white and rectangular and doesn't live in a tree? You don't know? A fridge.
What's a Shih Tzu? It's a zoo with no animals. Ba-bum.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
The interrupted cow.
No!
What goes ha ha bonk? A man laughing his head off.
Okay, so a guy walks into a bar and his head's the shape of an apple. Okay, and the man behind the bar goes, "Hey mate, why is your head the shape of an apple?" He goes, "Well, I'll tell you a story. Found a lamp, right, and a genie come out, gave me 3 wishes. So he goes, alright, well one of my wishes was to have a pocket full of money. So he put his hand in his pocket, out comes a load of money. Second wish was that so all the ladies loved him. So lo and behold, all the ladies started looking at him, coming on to and everything. And his last wish was that his head was the shape of an apple. Yeah.
Why does it rain all the time in Britain? I haven't got a blinking clue.
Lobster walks into a bar, says to the barman, "Can I have a pint of lager, please?" The barman says, "No, I'm not serving you." The lobster goes, "Why ever not?" Says, "What, coming in here, giving it all that?"
What do you call a black pilot? A pilot, you fucking racist.
Bloke goes to the doctor, says, "I've got a strawberry stuck up my arse." Doctor says, "I've got some cream for that."
Guy goes into a pub and he goes up to the bar and he says, "I'll have a pint of lager, please." And the barman goes, "That'd be £3, donkey." And this guy sitting at the bar looks across and is wondering what he's going on about. And then he goes, "There's your change, donkey, thanks a lot." And the guy at the bar leans over and he goes, "Excuse me, but not to be rude, but why does that guy always call you donkey?" And he goes, he always calls me that." Da-da-da!
Why did the monkey fall out the tree? It was dead. Why did the second monkey fall out the tree? It was attached to the first monkey. Why did the third monkey fall out the tree? He thought it was a game.
Okay, a guy walks into a bar, he says to the barman, "Barman, pour me a pint," and just as the barman starts filling his pint, here's a tiny little voice that goes, here mate, I like you, I think you look really cool, you do." He says, "Barman, what was that?" Barman goes, "That's the peanuts, they're complimentary." Just as he's about to take a swig of his pint, here's another voice that goes, "Here mate, I hate you, I'm going to murder you." He goes, "Barman, did you hear that? What was that?" Barman goes, "That's the fag machine, it's out of order."
Okay, so this guy is sat at home watching TV and he hears a knock at the door and he goes to the door and answers it. And he sort of looks out and there's no one there or anything. And then he hears this little voice saying, "Excuse me, excuse me." So he looks down at the ground and on his doorstep is a tiny little snail. And the snail sort of looks up and says, "Hello, I was just wondering if I could ask you something." And the guy looks down at the snail and he says, "No, you can't." So he bends down and he picks the snail up and he looks at him and he just throws him really far and says, "Go away, leave me alone." And goes back inside. And then a year later, the guy is again sat at home watching TV or whatever, and he hears a knock on the door. And he goes and he opens the door and he looks around and he can't see anything. And he looks down at his doorstep and the same snail is back again. And the snail looks up at him and he says, "What did you do that for?"
Why is 7 scared of 8?
No, why is 7 scared of 8?
Because 7, 8, 9. That's a joke my little boy told me.
Why did the hippie drown? Because he was too far out.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe?
I don't know, what do you call a man with a rubber toe?
Roberto!
How does one titillate an ocelot? Oscillate its titillot.
Why did the baker have brown hands?
I don't know!
Because he needed a poo.
Hey! What is the difference between a young girl kneeling in prayer and a young girl kneeling in the bath?
I have no idea.
One has a hole full of soap and the other has a soul full of hope.
So there's this man, and he's got no arms and no legs, and he's waiting at the bus stop. The bus driver drives up, he opens the door, he says to him, "Oh, hello Bob, how are you getting on?"
Guess what this is? A shirt in a washing machine.
3 guys died and went to heaven, and they got to the pearly gates, and the angel Peter said, "I'm only going to let you into heaven if you died through no actual fault of your own." Said to the first one, "How did you die?" The first one goes, "Well, I got a phone call off one of my mates saying my wife was cheating on me. So I rushed back to the flat, only to find my wife naked in bed. I searched the whole flat from top to bottom, I couldn't find the guy. It was only when I went out on the balcony to get a breath of fresh air, I realised there was a guy hanging off the balcony by his fingertips. I was so angry that he'd been sleeping with my wife that I got a hammer and I smashed his fingers. He fell down a couple of floors, but it didn't kill him. I was so angry that he'd been in bed with my wife that I got the fridge and I threw the fridge on top of him, which managed to kill him, but in the process I had a heart attack and died. And the angel says, well, technically, since it's no fault of your own, you can come in, servant. Said to the second one, how did you die? The second one says, I was up on my balcony getting a breath of fresh air when a freak gust of wind blew me over the edge. I managed to grab hold of the balcony below, but some nutter came out with a hammer, started smashing my fingers, and then he threw a fridge on top of me. The angel says, all right, you can come into heaven. Said to the third one, how did you die? The third one goes, it was really weird. I was having an affair with a married woman. She said, quick, my husband's on his way home. The only place where I looked in the fridge, going, I'd been there.
What's Bob Marley's favourite donut? Well, we're jamming, we're jamming.
Well, there's this faith healer, right, in the Arizona desert. This faith healer's got his congregation together, and he's got this big faith healing going on. So, he's got his congregation together, and he's kind of trying to vibe them up a bit. So he's going, okay, congregation, pray with me, guys. We're going to heal some people today. We're going to heal some people up good. And he's got his congregation, rows and rows and rows of people, and they're praying, and they're praying, and they're praying. God, the vibe's so good. And he's like, yeah, that's it, people, that's it, people. We're going to raise the vibe, we're going to raise the vibe. And after a while, he goes, stop. The vibe's good. The vibe's good. We're ready to heal some people up. We're ready to heal some people up good. Now, people, who needs to be healed? Who among our beautiful congregation here needs to be healed? And this guy puts his hand up, and he comes hobbling towards the stage. Obviously, every step is agony. Every step is agony. Gets up on the stage, says to the faith healer, hello, hello, my name's Harry. And the faith healer goes, welcome Harry, we're going to heal you up. We're going to heal you up good. You go behind that screen, we're going to heal up your legs. And so Harry goes behind the screen that's been set up, and the faith healer goes, great, we're going to now vibe, we're going to vibe some more people up, They're praying and they're praying and they get the vibe going good. Yes, so the faith healer, yes, we're ready now. We're ready to heal another person. Who else needs to be healed? And this other person comes out of the audience, looks perfectly normal, seems to be walking fine, no obvious physical disabilities, gets to the stage, and the faith healer says to him, now, what's your name? What's your name? And the guy goes, my name's Sam. Okay, that's great, Sam. We're going to heal you up. We're going to heal you up good. You go behind the screen too. Sam trots off behind the screen, and there's Harry and Sam behind the screen. And the faith healer goes, now, people, we're going to raise the vibe. We're going to raise the vibe really good. Praying and praying, and getting really intense, maybe taking 5 minutes of solid praying, maybe taking 10 minutes of solid praying. And the faith healer goes, yes, yes, Harry and Sam are healed. Praise the Lord, Harry and Sam are healed. Harry, you throw your crutches over that screen. And Harry throws his crutch over the screen. He throws his crutch over the screen. And he goes, now Sam, you say something. And this voice comes from behind the screen. Harry's fallen over.